Hey guys, how's it going? It is Tuesday afternoon. Before I get started, thank you very much to all the new viewers and new subscribers. It's the numbers have been phenomenal. Obviously, Tri-5 Chevys are still a hot item and are as popular now as they ever were. So that's freaking awesome. It's really pushing me to get after that project and get going on it. It's been raining all morning, and in fact it's pouring pretty good right now. Might even be able to hear it. And that's the problem with working outside in the yard. You're kind of a hostage to the weather. It is supposed to clear up around 3 o'clock today, so we'll see. But in this video, I want to complete the conversion on the left side, get it all buttoned up. That's the plan anyway. And then I get to do it all over again on the right side of the car. So I've learned some stuff already just by doing this. And you know, if I get into another one of these 4 to 2-door conversions, I'll know a lot more about what the hell I'm doing instead of just winging it, you know. But it's coming together. It's looking good, and I'm having a ball doing it. So stick around. We're gonna keep on going on this 56. Okay, so it's actually Wednesday. It never did clear up yesterday. Just kept getting dark and rain, and then it'd clear up for maybe 10 minutes and then get black again, rain some more. So I ended up getting into the cold snacks with a few buddies of mine, and that was the end of that day. So it rained again this morning as well. It just kind of cleared up now. First thing I did, my gap was out here quite a bit. It was low here. So I've adjusted the door and the latch. Everything's good now. There we go. Now I can go ahead and start welding in all my stuff. So it's gap's good all along the bottom as well, and here. But there is one thing with this door. I'll show you real quick here. Bear with me. So right here, it's been schmucked outwards. So I've got to bring that back in, and hopefully that'll take care of this issue as well. I'd like this to come in a bit more. If necessary, I'll just use a 2x4 in here, put a block behind the door, and you know, sheer brute force and move it that way. But it's going. As long as the gap is good, that's all I care about right now. I'm going to remove this whole piece altogether and just put in my piece from the rear door. Weld that in. That'll be my post, and then all I'll have to do is fabricate something in here to fill this in. I could top that over. That's why I wanted to get the gap right on, because once I start welding this in, there's no adjusting this after. But right now there is adjustment, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead, start hacking and cutting and doing all kinds of things. I also got to cut that out. So yeah, let's get after it, man. All right, so I cut this off right here, and I made up this piece. It's going to go there. Weld that in all the way. This was all lead, and it's not welding well at all. In fact, it didn't hold. So I'm going to make another plate, something like that, for the inside as well. And I'm going to go over this again and see if I can get that to hang on. I've also marked that out. This is coming out now, and then I'm going to cut out. It's rusted through all the way up to here. So I'm going to cut it right out, including this edge, and we're just going to put in a full patch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, get that done. And yeah, not happy with that. It sucks. Anyway, okay. Come on. I'm folding it. We'll let that compressor catch up. All right, so yesterday I finished cutting out my post and started cleaning up down here. Cut all this out, and then it started to look like rain again. So I packed it in. I had a function to go to anyhow. So I went in, got some clean on me, you know, jumped in the shower and all that. Anyway, so now it's Thursday, and I'm going to be patching this all in here. I've cleaned up around. Also, when you cut out these posts, I'm going to be putting my glass. It's not going to be an operating window. I'm just going to glue it in with the urethane adhesive. So it's going to sit on this lip here, which means I had to notch out this as well. And I'm going to have to do the same thing up here, right? Because you won't be able to get your glass in. So there's all these little things that you don't realize until you're looking at it and say, you know, geez, I got to notch this, I got to cut that, I got to put a little spot in here and there and whatever. So there's a lot more to it than what I thought it was, but that's okay. I'm learning a ton, and I'm sure the other side will go way quicker. And I'm also doing a boatload of rust repair at the same time. So I mean, you know, all this is lots of crap getting cut off this thing. Weight reduction should be faster. Anyway, I'm going to make up my patch. Once I get that in, I can fit in my quarter, get that tacked in. I'm going to have to remove the stainless to weld it all in. And then I can start fitting in my pieces around the window and close that in. And yeah, we're moving right along. I'll also have to fabricate a little piece in here to fill this in. I'll probably be able to get that from the piece I cut off of the door skin. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, I'm going to make up my patch, get that in, and then we can start putting in the quarter. Thing is all messed up on this thing, man. Jesus. New welding helmet tomorrow, guaranteed. This is, can't see nothing. Okay, I'll finish that up and show you what I got when I'm done. Alright, there we go. Solid. Good. I did a little bend outwards too as well. So everything's tied together now. I can seam seal the rest after. No big deal. I pulled the trim back. I'm going to finish wrestling with that after. It's giving me some grief over there. Top piece is off. So this is good to go. And then over here, got a crease in the door here. I guess it got schmucked a little bit. So I'm going to do a little hammer and dolly work before I weld this in. It's a lot easier to do it now. And I cleaned up my edge. I've got a line here roughly where it's going to go. Something a little funky going on. So I know the top works. I'm only going to start maybe down a little bit. I'll cut the piece out, I'll line it up, tack it in, and then I'll work with it in place. I think it's the best way in that way. So I've only got one shot at this. I've got one skin, that's it. So if I cut it too short, well, that would be a disaster. So I'm going to go ahead, straighten this thing out, and we'll get her tacked in place. Feels a lot better. Oh yeah, much better. A little bit at the end. Sweet. Okay, we'll get this thing going. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to tack it this side here first. It's pretty close to where it needs to be. The gap's a bit wide here, but we can work with that. And then I'm going to cut the panel while it's in place. In other words, I'm going to double cut or run down here with my grinder, but I'm going to ride the inside of the pillar with the disc. So it should be a nice cut, and that way we can't miss. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead, tack this in, and we'll get rolling. I'm not welding the whole thing in today. I got to get a new welding mask. So I'm just going to do the old close your eyes deal and tack it in place. I'm going to pick up a new mask tomorrow. That's when I finish welding everything in. Oh, ground, I need ground. All right. Oh, I should have been better organized. Oh, come on, Jesus, how can something so simple? There. Okay, well, that shouldn't move anywhere. This is stupid. There. Well, I'm gonna have to get a coat hanger out for up here. It's a pretty wide gap, but it's kind of in place. Okay. Figure this out here a little bit. All right, so I've been taking just little bites at a time, about 4 inches or so, and then I'll cut across, make sure I'm staying, fairly close to the line. Yeah, so I've got maybe 3 more cuts to make, and I can tack this in, and that'll be just about all the time I have for today anyhow. So there you go. All right, there it is, trimmed in and tacked in place. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to have time for in this video. Like I said, I need to get a new welding mask. I can't see anything out of that thing. It's finished. Then I'll finish up around my window in the next video. This little piece here, a little curvy piece at the bottom. Then we got to get into patching in our rocker and getting all that stuff done. So still a lot of work left yet. But it's a 2-door. Now, cool. Oh yeah, I got to fill the handle holes as well. So what a difference, man. I love it. Okay, so I still have a ton of welding left to do, but that's okay. I'll get after it. It's supposed to be nice now for the next, I think, till Sunday or Monday. So I'll have lots of time to get on that. In the next video, I should have this side. I know I keep saying it, but the next video, I should have this side complete and get going on the other side. So yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's doable. Anybody can do it. It's just a matter of taking your time, try and think ahead and stay ahead of the problems. I've run into a few little things that I didn't even realize before. A lot of guys ask me if I watched DD Speed Shop, and I have actually, and watching him is what actually gave me the idea to even start a YouTube channel. I just watched him one day and I said, I can do that. So I started a channel, and I've always wanted to do one of these conversions. So, but yeah, I've seen him. He rips through that in no time, and I didn't realize all the little things. Maybe I didn't watch close enough, or maybe he skipped over it. I don't know, like the glass, notching that out and stuff like that. So, but anyway, it is what it is. For all intents and purposes, it's going to look like a 2-door, and That's what I want. So it's a hot rod, man. Lots of welding, some body work, and all that kind of stuff to do, but whatever. Anyway, if you like the content, please subscribe, like the video, smash that like button. Don't be shy, leave comments. I enjoy the comments, and really, thank everybody for all the new viewers and new subscribers. Got a ton of them, and it's great. So the channel's growing leaps and bounds, man. It's awesome. So yeah, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.